Christina Brown here with the Brown team at Sage Door Realty. You ever wonder what the difference is between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval? There is a difference and it matters. Let's talk about what they are. If you are looking to buy a home, this is something that you need to know about, okay? So you have a choice when you are talking to a lender, and that is, do you get pre-qualified or do you get pre-approved? I can tell you the short answer is you're going to get pre-approved. That's what you want. Let me tell you why. So a pre-qualification basically means that you are just filling out a loan app online and you're telling that lender your financial information. However, there are a lot of things in that information that may not be completely accurate when they really dive in and look at tax returns and pay stubs and the things that may accompany those financial stats and facts that you put online. So if you get overtime and you're counting that in what you put online, if you don't get it regularly and they have all these requirements, they might not even count that income. If you are on salary versus W-2 versus 1099 versus all these different things, the amount that you say in your application, if it does not match what is in your tax returns, then those amounts can't be used as well. So it can be very tricky. So a pre-qualification is going based on just information you're giving that lender with nothing verified, no documentation collected. They will typically do a soft pull on your credit, and therefore they're not really truly getting the whole picture. Why would lenders do this? Well, first of all, those online lenders that advertise like crazy, they will advertise galore to suck you in, and then they will give you a letter that says, you can buy, but if you pay close attention, it is a pre-qualification letter, not a pre-approval. That matters when you actually go to make an offer, because the seller will look at that and they will know the difference. We always look for that. Did this lender actually do a hard credit pull? Did they collect pay stubs, bank statements, tax returns, whatever other documentation may be required, and run that through and scrutinize it and check it out before they gave this piece of paper that said they can buy? Or is this one of those online lenders or a lender that just is trying to get people through quick and give out as many letters as possible so that people will use them? It's a numbers game with a lot of those types of lenders. So a pre-qualification, lenders use it to benefit themselves. Why would a buyer maybe consider that route? I say maybe if you're shopping around for a mortgage or you're not really serious and you want to get a good idea of maybe what you could qualify for, because this is ahead of time before you're actually ready to go look at houses and make offers, then a pre-qualification has their place just to kind of, hey, this just gives you a little bit of info. Maybe this is what you could do. But when you are ready to actually start looking, you are ready to go look at properties, make offers, you need to have that pre-approval letter ready to go in your hands, because that is what the sellers are going to be looking for. Especially if you end up competing against multiple offers. They could have two of the same offers, and if you don't have the pre-approval and the other guy does, that's what they're going to take. Super important that you have a pre-approval. It shows that, number one, you're serious enough to go through the process, to fill out an application, to get your documentation together, to get it to the lender. And then it shows that the lender has done their due diligence, that they have reviewed the information, and sometimes lenders will even put it through underwriting if there's something in question that they need to make sure isn't going to be a hiccup for later. So by the time you get that piece of paper, that lender is very sure about giving you the loan and that you can make it to the finish table. So that is super important. That's why you need a pre-approval. That's what's best for you. Go out and get that pre-approval. Have a great day.